Have you ever ordered takeout and felt like you were personally witnessing an apocalyptic server meltdown? You thought you were just ordering dinner. No, what you were actually ordering was a front row seat to the arsenals of capital giants, burning through billions to bomb each other into submission. And when their servers choked and died under the sheer volume of your orders, a war for every single dollar you will ever spend had only just begun. Let me ask you a question. Did you order takeout yesterday? And I don't mean the usual find a coupon to get free delivery kind of order. I mean the kind of order that made you feel like a conquering warlord and made the platform look like it was just giving money away. You're scrolling on your phone, you tap a button, and a meal that normally cost you $30 is suddenly a single-digit number. Or even better, they're practically paying you to eat it. You're not dreaming, and this isn't a charity drive. This is the sight of two internet titans, Alibaba and Meituan, gritting their teeth and setting literal stacks of cash on fire, all for the prize of getting you to look at their app for one more second, to place one more order. This isn't competition. This is flipping the table and smashing the whole venue. The fuse was lit by a ridiculously simple act. Alibaba Group took 50 billion yuan in cash, that's about $7 billion US, and slammed it down on the food delivery poker table. Specifically, it was their new Taobao flash buy service, backed by the massive delivery army of LMA. In early July, they roared out a battle cry. For the next 12 months, we are dropping 50 billion in subsidies for you, the customer, and for the restaurants. Their method? Simple and brutal. Giant red envelope cashbacks, official platform-funded rock-bottom prices, an endless storm of free meal cards. The only thing they didn't do was drive armored trucks through the streets and physically throw money at people. And the effect? It was like pouring water into a wok of boiling oil. It blew up. On the very first day, orders for chain restaurants skyrocketed by 170%. Smaller eateries and bubble tea shops saw a 140% surge. Alibaba saw this and knew they had to press the attack. And so, July 5th was internally designated as D-Day. The objective was nakedly aggressive, to surpass Meituan's all-time peak single-day order volume, to hit 90 or even 100 million orders. The boast was that in 2 or 3 months, they would be standing shoulder to shoulder with Meituan, the long-reigning king of the food delivery world. Now, Meituan is no pushover. They are the incumbent warlord, the champion who built a fortress on the back of 1 million delivery riders and years of ingrained user habits. So when this challenger, this dragon from across the river, showed up waving a $7 billion war chest, they weren't just going to stand by and watch. They couldn't. And so on July 5th, Meituan went all in. They emptied their warehouses of every last coupon and discount. You offer 21 yuan off a 25 yuan order? We'll make it a 0 yuan white pigeon, a freebie. You hand out free meal cards? We'll offer free meals for both delivery and pickup. It was an all-out war. You play a pair of aces, I drop a royal flush. And the people of China became the biggest winners. Ordering food was no longer about sustenance. It became a national digital treasure hunt. Getting a coffee for a few cents was the baseline. If you paid more, your friends would laugh at you for not knowing how to pluck the wool, how to properly fleece the system. A KFC spicy chicken sandwich, normally 30 yuan, was yours for under 10. Some restaurant owners probably wondered if it was cheaper to just order their own inventory through the app. A McDonald's filet of fish combo meal, which usually cost a pretty penny, was had for a jaw-dropping 28 yuan. This wasn't a discount. This was a broken bone price, the kind where the platform pays your medical bills afterwards. This wasn't ordering food, my friends. This was a legal, platform-sponsored mass mobilization of wool-plucking. And so hundreds of millions of fingers danced frantically across screens all over the country. And then, at around 6 p.m., a historic moment. Meituan servers, they gave up. They couldn't take it anymore. The official statement later was a masterpiece of corporate understatement. Our users were a bit too enthusiastic. Order volume broke all-time records. Our system initiated some minor protective measures, a little bit of lag in some areas. All better now. Keep ordering tomorrow. Protective measures. Let me translate that from PR speak into human language. It choked. It was stuffed until it vomited. The servers were practically melting. A tsunami of data crashed the system. All across the web, users complained that the app was lagging so badly it looked like a PowerPoint presentation. You'd click on a coupon and nothing would happen. You'd submit an order and the loading icon would just spin and spin and spin until it crashed. For that one moment, the stomachs of the nation and the heartbeat of Meituan's servers were joined in a tragic and hilarious synchronized rhythm. The chaos shot Meituan down to the top of the trending charts, a piece of performance art created by the collective hunger of a nation. How insane was it? Rapid-fire, factual tone. According to reliable inside sources, by 10:54 p.m. on July 5th, the total number of on-demand retail orders on Meituan, takeout, groceries, medicine, everything, had surpassed an astronomical 120 million. Just the food delivery portion alone was over 100 million. And get this, in the final 2 hours of the evening, nearly 20 million new orders flooded in. That's almost 170,000 orders per minute. It would have been a miracle if the servers hadn't crashed.
Okay, the spectacle is over. We've had our fill. Now let's look under the table and see what's really going on. Are these tech giants just philanthropists with too much money? The answer, of course, is no. The sharpest minds on Wall Street at places like Goldman Sachs have already done the math. The essence of this war isn't about the few cents of profit on a single meal. This is a high-stakes game called spending money to buy the right of way. What does that mean? It means the platforms are using today's massive losses on your cheap burger to buy something priceless, the gateway to your entire future digital life. Why food delivery? Because of its frequency. You might order food 3 times a day. You only go to the supermarket once a week or buy a plane ticket once a year. The platform's calculation is simple. I'll bleed money to get you hooked on 10 cheap meals. Once you're addicted to the convenience, to the habit of tapping my app, the rest will follow. You'll book a flight on my platform, buy a movie ticket, get a loan. The real money-making avenues will be paved. It's like a casino giving you a few free chips to get you to the table. These billions in subsidies, they're the free chips. Goldman Sachs laid out a few possible endings to this war. In simple terms, 1. Meituan survives. Their massive, loyal user base and disciplined army of riders hold the line. They maintain their dominance, but their profit per order gets sliced thin. 2. Alibaba succeeds. Their $50 billion bet pays off. They leverage Taobao's gigantic user base and successfully create a true duopoly, splitting the market 45-45 with Meituan. 3. JD.com plays spoiler. They might be a small player now, but if they truly commit their own resources, they could carve out a 20% slice of the pie. But no matter who wins, for the next year or two, all of these platforms are going to bleed. The financial reports will be ugly. This is the painful price of admission. Today's bloodshed is to draw tomorrow's borders. So, my dear fellow wool pluckers, and I include myself in that, as you enjoy your $1 lunches and feel like you've won the lottery, please keep one thing in mind. Every cent of free joy you experience today is invisibly another brick in the road that the platforms are paving to direct your future consumption. They aren't buying you a hamburger. They are playing a grand game of chess for the real estate on your phone's home screen, for the first dollar you spend after you get your paycheck, for the very habits that will define your digital life. This multi-billion-dollar feast is a proxy war for the future control of you, the user. And our dinner tables have become the central battlefield. As for Meituan's servers crashing that night, that was just a surreal yet intensely real casualty of war. a testament to the fact that when a titan decides to buy its way into your life, even a cold, hard data center will scream in agony. And while we enjoy this period of golden age subsidies, we must remember there is no such thing as a free lunch, especially not in the digital world. Every strand of wool you pluck today may become a string attached to your wallet tomorrow. On this grand chessboard, you and I are all just pawns. It just so happens that, for now, being a pawn tastes delicious. As the internet poets would say, 500 billion, Ali's cash did fly. Meituan's crash lit up the trending sky. A flood of orders, 100 million high, as hungry masses made the servers cry. The scent of fried chicken, of coffee and tea, the riders all racing for you and for me. The customers feasting on food that is free, but the battle is truly for what's yet to be. Don't laugh as you pluck all the wool that you can. This war of attrition is for tomorrow's grand plan.